What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of JBS Supervisors. We have our special guest with us today that we've been trying to get on forever. We got Baker on here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
It only took us damn near, a couple months to get him on here, but we finally got him.
I was waiting for my special invite.
He is safe. He is here willingly. We did not kidnap him, just so we're clear.
Fitty.
Your Make-A-Wish finally came true.
Thank you for making my wish come true, guys.
Before we get into our sports talk, there are a tragic event that did take place on July 28th. A shooting did take place at NFL headquarters, but 5 people did lose their lives. I'm not going to give the person any credibility, but it was basically, it looks like over a CTE claim. I don't know if he really played in the NFL or not. I know he played high school football, but got off on the wrong elevator, and obviously 5 people lost their lives, but definitely something you didn't expect.
I mean, he was close. He just took the wrong turn.
He took the
wrong turn to the wrong offices, and it's kind of like that ass whooping you're trying to give somebody.
Yeah.
And somebody else takes the ass whooping instead of the person that should have took that ass whooping. Right?
That's
right. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Making sure.
But I could definitely see some changes coming to the NFL headquarters now because of this. Obviously, I was
definitely talking about security.
I guess for me, I was more shocked that there was not security. I mean, we're talking about the NFL headquarters. Like, figured there would have been a little bit more.
That is a little shocking
because it's in New York. Obviously, it's in New York, so I just was a little shocked that happened. Granted, there probably was security, but obviously, must have maybe got by. I don't know, but. That did transpire. Again, our thoughts and prayers to all the families and whatnot. Another thing that's going on in the world right now that I think is the funniest shit I've ever seen. You can now help the U.S. government pay off our $36 trillion debt by using Venmo. You can Venmo the government now, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to help pay off some debt, Venmo the government. I don't know if you do it, put your name out there because I got questions.
So if I Venmo the government, my hard-earned dollars, they already fucking take. Do I get a pass when it comes to the cops? Like, can I speak?
No, can I get a pass on taxes? Can I get
Is that taking a tax write-off? If I'm like, because if you give to charity, it's a tax write-off.
But think about this.
So technically, is the government going to charity if I'm paying you?
This is the part that baffles me. We're $36 trillion in debt, but yet we let the government tell us what we can and cannot buy, what we are approved for, but yet we're $36 trillion.
I just think it's ridiculous that we're that far in debt and the government tells us how to do our taxes every year, but they don't know how to do their taxes.
Let me see your tax report.
Yeah, let me see your tax report.
Let me see your tax report. But this like $36 trillion in debt. How many people out there you think are Venmoing the U.S. government, guys?
Honestly, that probably.
There's somebody. There's somebody that's like,
let me do my part.
Hey, sir, your mortgage is due today. Honestly, I Venmo the government. Dog. Like, do I get a pass? Like,
can I choose to Venmo the government or pay my bills? It doesn't work that way. Can I choose which one to pay?
I just think that's crazy. But yeah, that is.
Can I get off the FBI watch list if I Venmo the government?
Can my phone stop vibrating?
Yeah, is that lighter gel sentence?
Can you stop vibrating my phone at random times to check in on what I'm doing or not doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they get me on the good side of the AI. Like, he's like, I want to be on the good side when they take over.
I'm gonna ask Chat.
Especially once this football season comes up.
Shit.
I just want to be on the good side of the refs.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that one. Not wrong on that. But we did have something that. Obviously, we've talked about President Trump here while he's getting involved in sports. We've talked about him signing an executive order in college football to eliminate third parties being paid. And, he's been very vocal about getting the Washington Commanders back to the Washington Redskins and intervening with trying to move them to D.C. Now Trump has signed an executive order to bring back the fitness test that I did not know that left. Pretty much meaning bringing back the fitness test in schools, which is basically a base fitness program featuring mile runs, push-ups, sit-ups, and more. I did not know that.
The more is pull-ups.
Yeah.
And it's the sit and reach, which all of us with 2 guys being here early in their mid-30s, with some of us still in our 20s, and some people having kids that you clearly should have known that
you're mid-30s still. Thank you.
Now you're welcome, but you have kids in school that should be doing the presidential fitness test, and you're like have no idea that.
I didn't know what was going on.
I have kids in school, and I knew they stopped doing it via my younger siblings. That
I didn't have kids.
They just.
I remember doing it. Like I remember doing all this stuff.
I remember growing up.
It was they got rid of it because
who took it away?
The government, the schools.
Well, which president?
I'm not quite sure which president did it, but they got rid of it because it was deemed like unfit. It was deemed to be like
bullshit.
prejudice.
Oh, it was deemed.
That's why it's called gym class.
We got
makes sense now.
Well, we got a little soft.
We still a little soft.
Yeah, for a handful of years.
We got a little soft, and then everyone got a little soft.
And then we got a lot of really colorful hair, and we started growing and cutting shit off our bodies. And then we got neutral bathrooms.
But no, I think that's a good idea to have.
I do like bringing that back. Again, that was
idea.
When I saw that, I'm like, I didn't know it really left, but I guess when I
remember growing up, we used to have like the jump program with the jump rope. Used to see how long.
I still don't like that sit. Remember that sit and reach there and play football? I fucking hate that. He's watching the girls do it, like, God damn, dude, I can barely get fucking far. Shoot! And I'm like, I can do it.
There's always this girls that can just grab the end of the board. I'm like, how the hell do you do that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like stretch it, and I'm like,
you're like, my back don't bend that way, damn it, I can't do that. Keep your knees, don't bend your knees, bitch. I'm trying not to, like I can't.
I mean, once you get a little older, you understand why. But
yeah, you're not wrong. You got to stretch when you go to the gym, ladies and gentlemen.
No, but I'm definitely glad they're bringing back physical fitness for our children. I think that's a great idea.
I do know that the committee is made up of like 30 members. They don't receive any payment or not like that, but I think it's pretty cool. There was people at the White House. Lawrence Taylor was there. Harrison Buckner from the Kansas City Chiefs was there. Triple H, Chief Operations CEO of WWE, was there. So there was quite a few people there for that press conference. I'm here for it. I'm happy it's back in schools. We'll see how kids do about it, or see what parents start crying about it when kids come home. Yeah. They made me do push-ups and sit-ups.
They made me
run a mile.
They made me participate in shit. I had to participate. I had to move. I had to get off my phone.
Kids are gonna start crying. That's
no more tablet. No screen time.
Shoot. Well, and speaking of screen time, obviously we live here in Topeka. Not gonna specify, but obviously Topeka. Topeka's going to a no cell phone. Yeah, 501's going to no cell phones. Well, we talked about that. It's kind of like, I don't understand why we're going to that. I mean, I went to a school where you're allowed to use your phone, but when it was time to start class, phone went away. I don't understand what the disconnect here is. I don't get it.
I grew up in a time when you didn't have cell phones and school.
Damn, dude, what were the dinosaurs really like?
Man, they were great.
He's mid-30s. I just entered the 30s.
I'm late 30s.
He's late 30s. I'm entered the 30s. Someone's about to be in their 30s. The 20s are ending, dog. The 20s are coming to an end. That is the major, I guess you could say, big news that's going on in the world right now. So let us know your guys' thoughts. Are you happy about the fitness test being back? Let us know. Comment your opinion. You can be right or wrong. And according to Brandon, have your own opinion and be wrong. Moving on to some football news. On the college side, we all love primetime Deion Sanders. And man, let me tell you something. These health issues Deion's got is insane. We got half a leg. We missing toes. Now we got no bladder. Deion Sanders is now cancer-free, so that's good to see. So hopefully getting back on the college side. He has not been a part of the pretty much Colorado for some time now, obviously. So, but be very curious to see how he did say. You see a porta potty on the sideline, mind your business. He did say that. There's gonna be a porta potty on the sideline.
His own blue tent.
He got his own blue tent. That's all I gotta say. But the health battles for Deion Sanders is just crazy.
It's crazy. He was like, I've had more surgeries out of the game than I did when I was playing the game. Like, that's crazy. For such a specimen of a man, the dude was, just like the purest athlete out there, and then he gets out of the game and just, health issue after health issue, and it's kind of some crazy work, but he seems healthy, and all wishes out to him.
He's in good spirits, which is the Deion thing. He's got.
I'm really curious to see how the Colorado program keeps moving forward with him and how they can develop without Shador and Shiloh and Travis there.
I'm excited to see that as well, see what it's like after that foundation left.
Yeah.
I'll be curious, especially in the Big 12. Like, I think they should be able to thrive in the Big 12. They brought in some good talent.
Their quarterback competition is a big battle. They have two great young quarterbacks that are battling it out. Be very curious to see.
Because now you're really going to see this is going to be really the first time where he's not really coaching any of his kids to see if it's really been his kids or him that's really.
That's really going to be the narrative this year. It's like Deion with his kids. Like, you're going to see a lot of. Well, this is Deion Sanders what he looked like with his kids and without his kids. I think it's what they're going to try to do. He's
basically followed them since Pee Wee League and been their coach the whole way. And
Shiloh was. Shiloh was a top 5 quarterback in college. I know he got drafted in like the 5th round in the draft, But he was a top
Shador,
five.
you mean? Shador?
Yeah, Shador.
I didn't, but you know what I didn't know watching the product is Shiloh was actually the quarterback, and Deion with him said it's time to let Shador shine and moved him to corner. I did not know that.
Well, he saw Shiloh throw the ball, and he was like, "I think it's time for you to make this."
It's time for you to make that switch corner. I'm a teacher. I didn't know that, but yeah. I'm curious to see. College football is literally right around the corner.
Well, everybody looks good when you have like I was saying, a star at quarterback. Everybody can look pretty good, and you have a two-way star like Travis. You can look good even on a
I will say this:
team.
when it comes to Colorado, the one thing I want to see improvement on of everything outside the offensive line. Did they really address getting a better offensive line? Obviously, we know Shador did not have a great offensive line.
Well, I think the O-line, but also I like to see the defense as a whole really kind of take that next step forward for them.
Yes.
But for you, any interest at all as seeing the Kansas Jayhawks' brand new rebuilt stadium?
No.
No?
What?
Damn.
Honestly, I mean, as aspect of the stadium, sure, yes. But, like, let's be honest here. Besides little blips and flares, KU hasn't really had a football program.
We have the oldest starting quarterback in the league in college football, baby.
Hey, we got something, baby.
We got something.
The oldest quarterback in the newest stadium. What's up?
There we go.
I mean, no, like, I love KU football. More of a, as you can tell, Purple K-State fan. But, like, yeah, sorry. But,
it's okay.
living so close to Lawrence, I think it will be exciting to see their new stadium because they do.
Have you been to a college football game?
Oh yeah, they have been revamping that program a lot recently over the past couple of years. I'm excited.
Well,
to
it's
see
been a lot
goes.
of bumps in the road. We've had highs, we've had lows.
Well,
we've been.
That happens with rebuilding.
So you've been to college football games before. Have you been to pro games before?
Yes.
What atmosphere? So what pro football games have you been to? You been to Arrowhead?
I have been to Arrowhead.
All right, so let's take Arrowhead. I think everybody would just say that it's like a top 3 destination to ever go to a football game. You got to make yourself to Arrowhead or to Seattle. It's really kind of the top 2. But you've been to college football games. Which one would you say the atmosphere overall from tailgating to the stadium atmosphere would you say?
You can't beat Arrowhead anywhere at any college game.
But what would you say is the difference in the atmosphere from college to the college game to an NFL game? Like the atmosphere. What do you think is the biggest difference?
The biggest difference? Well, definitely there's a lot more college kids at the college game, whereas as the atmosphere, yes, they're but I would say it's more. I don't know because you have the drinking and
I feel like
you have the barbecue and stuff more. I would say that's what it is at Arrowhead. The tailgating.
It gives you the college atmosphere at Arrowhead.
It gives you the college atmosphere at Arrowhead. You can find anything you want to do at a tailgating experience at Arrowhead. It is a one-of-a-kind experience.
I got to experience my first Arrowhead last year, opening season.
Yeah.
It was great. I had the greatest time of my life. Like, that was amazing.
I think the one place pro football wise, I mean, outside of like college football, I think like a Bama or an LSU or a Clemson, like tailgating party or just atmosphere, that would be crazy. But for me, for the NFL, like atmosphere wise or tailgating, that would be great to experience. I think is second to none would be Buffalo. I think them and their fans and tailgating and how they kind of they kind of embrace
Buffalo would be
no table safe. No table safe in Buffalo.
Buffalo would be very intriguing as well, for sure. But yeah, college football's right around the corner. We're about now talking about the NFL. We're going to before we transition to the NFL, gotta talk about some NBA stuff. Not really NBA stuff, but former NBA player Gilbert Arenas, aka Agent Zero, was arrested. Brandon's got the full details of this story.
So apparently Gilbert Arenas, in his home, in his mansion, if you're not quite sure, Gilbert Arenas is a retired basketball player from the NBA. Apparently he had a gambling ring with 5 Israel crime figures, and he was arrested this past week, and he was released on, what was it,
$50,000 bail. He did tweet out, "I'm back on the block like it's hot. This ain't got shit to do with me. Just rented the house. Wasn't a part of the festivities." Agent Zero.
He might not been part of the festivities, but what got him kind of got him into it all was it is his house, but the house got a portion of the pot and or hand, got a percentage of it, and he did send out the invites and help get the party together.
So are
Maybe
you saying if we're like playing a game of Pokemon,
Hang on,
we'll get in trouble?
Hang on. For me personally, I feel like the FBI actually have a lot more going on than worrying about a
you're not wrong.
a game. I can't help but their crime figures. But look, the crime figures, they're like, oh, we playing stuff.
Not everybody want to go to the casino, dog.
Yeah, I'm not here to make crime right now. We're just here to play some cards.
We're still playing cards. Like, you're telling me of all the things we got going on in this country, this world, we're worried about gambling in the home, in a home.
Like, I see nothing wrong with having a poker party with your friends, and when they leave, they give you a little money to clean up. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But according to the government,
they also had women there providing massages and
yeah. Don't tell fucking Watson, boy. Justice Tucker, watch out.
I mean, they had the works. They had champagne. They had chefs. They had valet parking, and obviously security at the end.
So a Diddy party with cards. Got it.
No baby oil. No baby
oil, baby. Oh shit.
Yours also came out and said, because you read what you read, he also came out and said that the case hasn't even started. Like, he hasn't even said anything. Yep. And, well, I mean, it's a developing story.
Like you said, why do we care? It just comes to show you that the government really doesn't know what you're doing at all.
They should have just sent them a Venmo. Hey, send us some of that.
Yeah, Venmo, dog. We got $36 in trillion debt, dog. The government need a little bit of that portion of that.
Send some Venmo.
We'll cut you a break on your tax reform.
I guess the biggest thing for Gilbert Arenas is I guess he did give false information to the FBI, but like honestly, like
I don't
know about me. Like, leave me alone. Like, this is my house. Like, I didn't invite you in. I don't know who tipped you off. I don't know which are the 5 Israel people said, hey, we're gambling over here, Gilbert Arenas.
They must have been playing Uno. Someone got hit with a draw 4. That's all. Someone must have got hit with a draw 4.
If I call Uno, if somebody in Vegas lays a draw for me in Vegas, I'm swinging. Like, immediately swinging.
I just know someone's gonna be ripping shirts off. That's all I know. Someone's gonna be ripping shirts off.
You might be getting a if I give you a +4 wild card.
Oh boy, let me tell you something. But that is the biggest news in the NBA. We just got bigger fish to fry to be worrying about shit like that. Granted, obviously we just know the details that we know, but it's just like, come on now, we got other things to worry about.
Well, I mean, we all three here like poker. We know about people who get together and they play poker. They exchange money. Technically, apparently that's illegal.
That's what I said. We can't play cards together? Like, come on now. Like,
I just know if I lose, I'm calling the FBI.
Yeah, I'm calling the FBI. I got a tip.
What's the problem? He took my check. No, I need it back.
First thing I'm doing is sending a Venmo, calling FBI.
Like, I did my part. I'm good. But moving on to the NFL side. So, we were talking about the Las Vegas. We've talked about the Raiders. Christian Wilkes, if I said his name properly, he was the defensive tackle that signed with the Raiders last year. Only appeared in 5-6 games before he got hurt. Was rehabbing, and apparently he tried to kiss a teammate. Apparently, and then the Raiders were like, you know what? We're just gonna void his $34.2 million contract. You're off the team. Let him go. Well, it came out that really he kissed a teammate on the forehead. So let me get this right. I try to kiss my teammate on the forehead. That gets you kiss a teammate. But we can slap ass all day long? Is that what I'm getting?
Well, when you phrase it like that, you ain't lying.
Like I'm sitting there, buddy, out here slapping your asses after a good play, but boy, I kiss you on the forehead. He yelled at the team, dog.
Yeah, but it's come from the same dude that when he was in college, in the national championship game, he blasted a dude's booty hole.
Yeah,
and then when they won the natty, he was sitting there doing the splits out in front of everybody, so... And it just came out. He's a
taint tickler.
Yeah,
he knew what you were doing.
Oh, good God!
He knew what you were getting.
But it's like,
I think he's a little more than a tickler. Honestly, like it's a whole ass like butt plug, and he smelled that shit like a lawnmower. He's like,
I'll never forget when he did that in college. That shit was great. Dude, I was on the ground. Was like, oh, dude, I got my.
He wasn't even in the play. He ran away and went.
Man, it's crazy.
I just like, put my booty hole. I'm swinging.
It just comes to let you know the Raiders were doing everything. They were trying to find something. Obviously, we
being a Chiefs fan, I'm glad to see the Raiders cut everybody. Keep cutting them.
But so, all this aside, I think we all can agree. It's kind of
he's getting paid. He's getting his money.
It's a little tough to cut somebody just because they were a little weird in the locker room. But
it's a locker room. There's a lot of weird shit that goes on in a locker room. Let's be honest. We want to play sports.
Right. So they cut him, but they also voided like $32.5 million in guaranteed money that he's now turned around and he
did file with the NFLPA. He's getting his money. To see that information come out, like you're gonna have to fork over some of the money. I don't know how much, but he's getting money.
He should get his whole.
You think he should get the whole? You think he should get the whole money?
I think he should get the whole thing.
Whole thing? Someone's gonna get him. I know he's been linked to the Patriots and then the Detroit Lions. Are the only two teams I've really seen floating his name out there. I just know if he goes to the Patriots, I mean, it just makes that defense even so. If he goes to the Lions, it just makes their front line. So wherever he lands,
like that whole Kiss thing. He probably made a play.
Well, they're like training because he was rehabbing his foot.
Yeah.
Or whatever they injured, and it's just like what?
Well, my biggest thing is they're being really weird about really kind of putting out because like I saw things where like they said like well there was like kind of like a kissing booth or there was like maybe there was like a song that was going on and like
a kissing booth.
Apparently, kind of like a kissing booth kind of thing where like it seemed kind of like a little bit of a habit of him that he was very. Everybody that's ever played with him always said he was always kind of.
On that spectrum, just a little bit
fruity.
Not really a spectrum, a little just kind of fruity, very open to really about anything, really.
But when you sign a man like that, you know his past, you know his history. It's the Raiders doing Raider things again. Like it's just.
Hey, Raiders are Raiders.
And you know it's got to be crazy enough to get up when Pete Carroll's your head coach. Dude. Like I mean, come on now, it's Pete Carroll. Like let's just keep it a buck. Yep. But he's definitely gonna get his money. He's gonna get his money. It's just crazy. Like I said, we could play slap ass all day in the locker room, but we can't get
Marshawn Lynch grab your dick every time you go to recover a touchdown, but you can't get your partner on or your you can't grab him.
Hey, he got fined. He got fined.
Did he get fired?
No, he didn't get. Were you gonna fire him?
I mean, hell no.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, I'm just here so I don't get fined
all time.
So. Obviously, we've been very big habit here about talking about the Cincinnati Bengals. You guys don't know he is a Cincinnati Bengals fan, right? Oh, no?
Oh, yes. Yeah, die hard.
Die hard? No, I'm just kidding. Cincinnati Bengals talk here. So, we all know about the Shamar Stewart shenanigans, the language in the contract, basically don't want to pay you if you go to jail, bull crap that was going on. Well, last week we were talking about it. Right after we finished recording and everything, it broke that Shamar Stewart and the Bengals finally came together on his contract. You have the full details of the contract?
No.
No? I think let's see. Do I have it? Ooh.
Professional, gentlemen. I love it.
It's all good.
And I wasn't talking to Isaiah Stewart's contract, but pretty much he got the language he wanted to remove. He got removed. And he also got, I think, about $500,000 of money and turned into bonus up front.
Here we go. So he got a four-year, fully guaranteed $18.97 million contract that includes a $10.5 million signing bonus as well. And they took the language out, like Brandon said. They took the language out. So we went through all this drama, all this BS, just for the Cincinnati Bengals to end up caving and actually having to fork over more money.
Yeah.
That they don't even like to give. Shamar Stewart got his deal. Happy for Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though he only had 6 sacks his entire, 5 sacks for his whole college career. Not hating, but 17th overall pick. That's what he got.
I guess I did have it.
He did have it. But now let's turn our attention to the man that is severely underpaid, which Brandon has where he's at and where he probably should be. Now we talk about Trey Henderson. He did report to practice, to training camp, not participating.
Well, he's been fined about $500,000 now for not.
Yeah, it was like $50K a day. I think it was.
That's about $500,000 since so far.
$50K.
So what do you think the Bengals are going to do? They're going to get a deal done. They're going to trade him because we've already put our input up. We want yours.
Because he showed up to camp. Obviously, to stop getting fined. But what do you think?
I definitely think he's going to end up being traded at some point this season. I think with the Bengals.
Real quick though, does he hold out completely? Like does he even suit up for a game for them without a contract? He's not practicing without a contract. Does he suit up for a game without a contract?
That's hard to say. Right now I'm gonna say no. I don't think he is because
I don't think he suits up for a game either. I think Brandon would agree with that. He's not suiting up. So where do you think he goes if he gets traded?
Well,
okay. Go ahead.
No, so we're asking. So you don't think they get a deal done?
I don't think they get the deal done. No, I think with 1/3 of your roster, your salary cap signed up to 3 players on the offense, it's going to be hard to get anything done. They should have traded T. Higgins and saved that money to sign somebody like Trey, and it's just I don't see that deal getting done this year. If anything, yeah, they're going to end up trading him or try to keep him on the franchise tag again next year. It's going to be the same thing.
Can they franchise tag him?
They should. Well, after this year, they can
Yeah,
franchise tag him.
after this year, yeah.
So,
but the franchise tag will basically probably be what he's fucking probably wanting for a year.
If he's average in the top 5, so if you say around 35, 30, it'd be
well,
about
why the fuck
30 million.
franchise? He'd be about 31 years old, pushing 32. Like, what's the fucking point?
Because it's better to pay a 32-year-old on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you're saying they don't get it done, he gets traded. Does he get traded in the offseason or during the season?
He's going to get traded during the season because I believe I don't think he's going to suit up until he gets either a contract or traded.
Well, I mean, if you're a but do you think it's towards about the beginning of the season or closer to the deadline?
Probably closer to the deadline.
Where do you want him to go, and where do you think he lands?
I don't want him to go anywhere in the AFC West, and I hope ship all the defense to the NFC.
But like, if you give me a team, like, where do you think he could potentially land on?
To be honest with you, I probably see him going to the Chargers. Is where I think he's going to end up. They just got rid of Bosa, and they need defensive help on their. I see him going to the Chargers.
I personally like him on the Commanders.
I was going to say, we said the Commanders. I think the Commanders is a perfect fit for him.
Granted, I've been saying this, but currently with the organization, they're having issues on wanting to pay players as well.
Yeah, so it's like,
So he's like, we've already kind of ran across this before, but Trey Henderson is making $21 million a year right now. Past 2 years, 17.5 sacks. He was a sack leader this last season. The top getter right now is T.J. Watt at 41. Myles Garrett's at 40. Daniel Hunter with the Texans at 35. Or 35.6, sorry. Max Crosby's at 35.5. And Nick Bosa for the Niners at 34. And then for the Jags is Josh Hines-Allen. Not Josh Allen, but Josh Hines-Allen. And he's sitting at 28.2. Where do you think, when he gets a deal, because he'll get a deal, where do you think he slates in there? Do you think he resets the market? Where do you think he kind of slides in there per year?
You see, that's hard too because like the NFL always
To me,
pays off 1 year.
So let me help you out here a little bit.
Leading the league last year in sacks, he's going to reset the market.
So let me help you out. So T.J. Watt's 31, Garrett's 30, Hunter's 31, Crosby and Bosa and Josh are both 28, and he is 30 going on 31.
30 plus. I don't think he resets the market.
Yeah, he's probably not going to reset the market. It's going to be 30 plus for sure.
It has to be, because he's got to be more than Hunter.
I mean, right about 35 and a half, 36, so he's probably around about 37, 38 a year, easy. That's kind of a bargain.
Yeah.
Because I think it has to be a 4-year deal.
Is he better than Myles Garrett?
No.
Is he better than Myles Garrett currently?
Well,
I'm not saying like longevity,
yes.
but like
Currently, yes.
I mean, you've gotten a lot more production out of Trey Henderson the past 2 years than Myles Garrett.
Well, because we talked about it before. When you watch the games and you're watching the Bengals games, you would see Trey Henderson like, who the fuck is that guy just raising havoc out here?
Yeah.
Like, he literally came onto the scene. Like, really kind of like, not saying out of nowhere, but really out of nowhere. Like, you just started to watch him like, can anybody block this white dude? Can we please? Can we do it?
He's a beast. I'll give him that. He's a beast. And like, he definitely deserves to be paid, man. And it's definitely 30 plus.
That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair.
The sack leader in NFL. Since he's crazy work over.
I mean, last 2 years,
I'd like to see it though. I'd like to see it.
I just know when it comes to Cincinnati and their offense, they're going to be putting up 50 plus.
Well, speaking of their offense, they just signed Noah Fant, tight end. So another offensive weapon for Joe Burrow. It's like we're counting like.
So in the NBA we have the GM and LeBron James the GM. So do we got Joe GM now?
No, definitely Joe GM. Without shadow of a doubt. But I want to ask you this because Brian and I have talked about this too. Sticking on the Bengals. Joe Burrow is the leader of that team. He's got clearly a big voice. Clearly he got his offensive guys paid. We both agree that they should have traded T. Higgins to save money. They did. Joe probably overruled that. Said I want T. Higgins. Pay the man. Because it was looking like T. Higgins was going to get traded.
Yeah.
Do you put any like Joe Burrow not coming out like pay Trey? Like you got to give you something on the defensive side, right? Like if I got to go out and win these games, I got to get it stopped somewhere. And do you think he should be more advocate for paying his defensive star? I mean, that is a captain. That is somebody that is with you in the leadership role of leading this team. Like, Trey Hendrickson is a big part of that. Do you think Joe should be more vocal about?
He is a big leader of that team, and I mean, I get it, Joe Burrow not coming out and saying anything, but you're right. He should say something. And defense is what wins championships. And if you're paying all that money to the offensive side of the ball, your defense is going to lack, and that's really going to make the Bengals struggle this upcoming year. And they didn't have the best defense last year, and they didn't make the playoffs, and it's looking like it's about ready to be the same thing round 2. And
that's right.
Considering the last
I'm here for it.
Yeah, pretty much. Last time that a high-power octane offense actually that spent most of their money on offense that won the Super Bowl was Kansas City.
Yeah.
And we saw how stressful defensively that was, and it just goes to show that putting all your money on the offensive side of the ball doesn't win you games because you will get stopped.
Yep.
But your defense can't get no stops.
Yep.
We
remember sitting there watching our Chiefs play just get us a stop, please.
Yeah,
give us back the ball, please.
And you remember back in the Romeo Cornell days, the bend don't break mentality, and how we just used.
Yep, that's fair.
It doesn't work.
No, doesn't work.
And
so
the Bengals are finding that out.
But you're not wrong.
Considering they're going to, there's 3 years now, they're not going to make there's 3 years they haven't made the playoffs.
So what does that do for Joe Burrow if they don't make the playoffs again this year? Do we need to really start having those conversations about him, or
1,000%?
Because we
when it comes to his legacy, absolutely.
Those conversations.
You put all these numbers, but you're not getting it done. You're not even getting your team into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it really it really starts dialing in the first 5 games of the season where they look.
Considering how they started last year, how they started, that shit was
It's not even last year. It's every year after his rookie year.
Yeah.
It goes back to what you guys said about GM Burrow, right? If you're seeing these are the decisions he's making and these are the guys he's forcing you guys to pick and you're not getting it done with them, then is Joe Burrow the problem?
We can agree what T. Higgins got was fair.
That's a fair point.
Go ahead.
At what point does the organization kind of stop listening to Joe, the GM,
yeah,
and start making more level-headed decisions financially?
Well, we were talking about
because they are very
the defense they really could have had. And think about all the defensive stars that they've let go over the years to save money to ramp up to pay Joe Burrow, the Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, stuff like. I mean, you had Joe Milton, the running back. They let go because they couldn't afford him. They just released Zach Moss. I don't even know what fucking type of running game they're gonna have. They've made money. What?
What's the running back's name?
Zach Moss. They released him.
Right, but their star running back the Texans have now.
Did I say his name wrong?
Oh yeah.
Did I really botch it that bad?
It's Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, sorry. They had Joe Mixon. They let him go, and he was solid.
You know Joe Mixon?
Yeah.
Okay.
That saved his fantasy last year. So he got hurt.
It does.
Until he got hurt.
I mean, honestly, but
it's just like you said though. They've cut so much money to give Joe his guys, and like you said, at a certain point, we gotta have these conversations. And we've already some mainstream media are starting having people get upset. Joe Burrow can't be an elite quarterback. Look at where his team is. He's putting up big numbers.
So to you, since you brought up elite quarterbacks,
okay.
We've touched on the Bengals. So elite quarterbacks. And I mean elite. When you think of elite, you think Peyton Manning. You think Tom Brady, right? You think Aaron Rodgers in his prime. What to you makes an elite? I mean, Aaron Rodgers is in his prime, but what to you makes an elite quarterback? Or you want me to tell you what I think makes an elite quarterback?
What do you think makes an
elite quarterback? So to me, what makes an elite quarterback is raising lesser talent and making them overperform, making them look better than what they really are. Granted, if you have a stud, you should look good.
Yeah.
So to me, in the league currently, right now, we have 2 elite guys, and that's Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen, once Stephon Diggs left, he's been gone for 2 years. He's taken lesser talent and he's raised them, and he's shown that he is the guy who put on the cape and be him. And once Tyreek Hill left, obviously Patrick Mahomes had Travis Kelce, an older Travis Kelce, and he has still gotten the Chiefs to the pinnacle.
Second and third string guys.
Time again, losing his star running back, losing his star wide receiver last year, and still got there the past 2 to 3 years. Took a rookie in Rasheed Rice, took a rookie in Sky Moore, and the rookies know nothing less than AFC Championship game and Super Bowls at the skill position. He's taken Nico Hardman has more Super Bowl rings than Tyreek Hill. He's taken no name talent and has gotten to the pinnacle. Josh Allen has gotten almost there.
But you gotta go through Patrick
but he can't get there. But he's taking lesser talent at tight end and at wide receiver and at running back. I mean, James Cook's no slouch, obviously, but he's raised everybody around him offensively. But then there's Joe Burrow. You have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. They're both 1As.
Yeah, I don't think. To be honest with you, I don't think Joe Burrow is in that elite category. Yeah, he made it to the Super Bowl one year. Did beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship
two AFC Championship games, one Super Bowl. Yeah. That's really his resume.
And that's good too. But like you're right, he doesn't elevate anybody around him. When you look at the receivers he has had and like the defense that he used to have. Like they used to be a force to reckon with.
What does that mean about Jamar Chase?
But what makes an elite quarterback though?
I would definitely say their leadership capabilities and their playmaking. And you're right, the way they are able to elevate their talent. And yes, there are a lot of good quarterbacks in the league, but they don't have that skill that you're talking about and being able to elevate those people, right? They talk about like in basketball, like the Jordan effect, how he was able to. I don't know why he didn't have Scottie Pippen and Rodman, but you know what I'm saying? How he was able to elevate those people around him, which really should be LeBron James, because LeBron James takes trash to the playoffs all the time, especially in his younger years. But like you're right, it is that playmaking ability, and that's what I think Josh Allen does have that. Unfortunately, not quite as well as Patrick, but Patrick has that on another level. Like the way he's able to lose his number 1, number 2, number 3 wide receiver almost every year since Tyreek's left, and like
he won Juju Smith-Schuster's number 1.
There's no wide receiver on the Chiefs getting multiple thousand receiving years. You know, every year everyone's getting 700 yards here and there, now including Travis. But like the ball goes to everywhere. Like
when you're talking about quarterbacks, why do you think when you think about Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, who we say are probably the 2 elite guys in the league right now, always get criticized, but we make up these excuses for your Lamars, your Joes, your Dads.
Well, that's
and they have talent all around
to be elevated player, but you have to make the play when the play counts the most. And yeah, no one does that better really than Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, I would say Lamar Jackson, and the Eagles quarterback,
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
So I gotta disagree with you. Josh Allen is one of the very few quarterbacks that actually don't ever really criticize when he loses in the playoffs, because when he loses, it's pretty much just to Kansas City. And they're like, he did everything he can do. But when it comes to Lamar Jackson, he's the only guy that gets the excuse of, well, the defense, or this drop, or that O-line missed that block, which caused this to happen. But then let's talk about a couple of turnovers that Lamar Jackson had. Would have been the fumble or an interception.
When you talk about Lamar Jackson, it's always like he makes the mistakes in the first half and he's trying to clean them up in the second half. And that's always...
that's what I was saying.
It's just the excuses, man. Like the excuses for Joe Burrow, the excuses for Lamar. But then you look at like guys like Patrick and Josh, and sometimes Jalen Hurts if he's not throwing the ball a whole lot. They're just the excuses.
I mean, you say that, but Jalen Hurts has been on the biggest stage twice, and it's hard to say that he hasn't had in the past 10 years hasn't had the outside of Tom Brady's comeback against the Falcons. It hasn't had the best statistical stats in the Super Bowl in the past 10, 15 years.
Not wrong. It's very curious. We're going to get to more on that quarterback talk as we get closer to the season. We'll have to have you back on for those more quarterback talk.
Yeah.
Do I need to get you a postcard for that one?
Yes, please. Okay. Always.
Get the sign. There were some guys that got paid that I think we need to talk about, and we're going to start with the Los Angeles Chargers. Rashawn Slater. Left tackle, reset the market. He got 4 years, $114 million. Includes $92 million guaranteed, and now makes him the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history.
About 30 a year.
That's...
Thank God ours is on a rookie contract.
But I mean, outside of 2020, he's played every 2021, 16 games. In 2022, obviously only played 3 games, so I'm assuming he got hurt. 23.
Raiders?
Chargers. He's for the Chargers. When I saw that contract come through, I'm like, hey, who the fuck are you? Like, I don't really hear your name in headlines that.
And the Chargers aren't.
But left tackle is secure. Left tackle is secure.
Left tackle is secure.
basically, so
what was his ranking in the NFL out of left tackles?
Well, he's a two-time Pro Bowler, which again didn't really hold that.
But I mean, it puts him right there with
I
Trent
don't hold
Williams.
any Pro Bowler.
Puts him up there with Trent Williams, payment-wise.
So I mean,
but you got Trent Williams and the guy that. He's good, but like.
Well, so
not Trent Williams.
So Slater is making 28.5. Trent Williams, who's 37, is making 27.5, and then you have
Slater's 26 years old.
Yeah, then you have Christian from the Vikings making 26.
To be fair, he was a 13th overall pick in the 2021 draft, so he's been in the league since 21.
Well, that's cool, but then you have Tunsil on the Commanders, which is on.
How many sacks he allowed last year?
Well, when I go to Pro Football Stats, he's only given up one fumble. Like he's only quarterback hits. He doesn't give up any. Hasn't given up any.
A sheet of paper was better than our left tackle last year.
Well, you're not wrong, but honestly, I think it's well deserved money. I think it was time about somebody reset the market past Trent Williams, who's obviously at the end of his prime, damn near almost 40.
Yeah. He's only ever had in his career, 4 years, only 13 holding penalties, 3 false starts. That's it.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all when you think about a left tackle. So he doesn't give up sacks.
Well, it's just a position, as you can tell, being Chiefs fans, you can't fuck around with.
No, not the left tackle, baby.
When you got that dude, you pay that dude.
You got to pay that dude. Moving on to the next guy that got paid. Jake Ferguson, the tight end from the Dallas Cowboys. He got a 4-year extension, $52 million extension with $30 million guaranteed. He's in his career 59 catches for 149 catches, 1,429 yards. Gets basically 9.6 yards carry. Only 7 TDs in his career.
So what
he everything he last year, didn't he?
Last year,
everything Jacob just said means he's getting $12.5 million a year.
Get 12.5 million?
Which puts him under TJ, Travis, Trey McBride, George Kittle, and Devin.
That's a good contract. Good for them.
Which is a solid money. I mean, total guarantees about $26 million and making $12.5 a year.
And to be fair, he had no touchdowns last year.
Ooh.
And 23
for the Cowboys, that got hurt. Who's throwing him the ball?
Good take.
Exactly.
Good take.
Wasn't Trey Lance. They didn't play him.
Wasn't Trey Lance. Another guy that got paid. We're going to move on to Cortland Sutton, Denver Broncos. They gave him a 4-year, $92 million extension, which gives him.
Well, you pointed at me like I had that one on tap. I should have, though.
He should have. See? Got him. I got him, guys. I got him. Where does that put him at? Because we're talking about Scary Terry's contract, so where does that put Cortland Sutton now? 4 years, $92 million? I think that's what? Ooh. Hold up here. Here we go.
How old Sutton?
About 30.
Man, he's 30-year-old getting paid.
$23 million a year.
What? Yeah, he got 92 over 4.
92 over 4.
So bad, about 23 a year. Which he said he left money on the table so that they could try to keep some of the talent and the other guys around him.
Yeah.
Granted, I feel like you're the number 1 guy on the Broncos.
Well, to be fair, Cortland Sutton's been in the NFL since 2018.
I'm going to say he's been around for a long time.
I mean, he's only got, in his career, this is just career numbers, 379 catches, 5,340 yards, gets about 14.1 yards, and he's got 32 touchdowns for his career.
I mean, he is 29, so he's on the correct side of 30.
Yes, he is. He's on the right side of the age number.
Honestly, that's a great deal for the Broncos.
Yeah,
and it's a horrible contract for him because, honestly, the dude's a pure number 1 wide receiver. Getting your 29-year-old number 1 guy, for Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Your rookie. I'm like, if I'm a number 1 guy, my rookie quarterback that's looking maybe the guy to rookie deal, pay me. Like, I'm getting the bag because you can give me the bag. And if you would.
So what does that say about Sutton, though? He left money on the table. He literally left money on the table.
Considering the top wide receiver getter is Jamar at 40, he left easy about $10 million out there because you would say 30. He's close to 35 for you with Jetta. I wouldn't pay him more than Jetta.
I mean, because last year he had 81 catches for over 1,000 yards.
He left $10 million. He left $10 million on the table.
He left money on the table.
That's a good deal. I'll give him that.
For the Broncos.
For the Broncos.
Like, damn, I didn't know we're out here giving discounts as players.
Hey, you have to if you want to build something.
I mean, a losing franchise.
Wow.
Shit.
Facts.
Like, last team to win our division was them, though, in 2015.
That's true.
The next guy that got paid, left tackle, coming out of the Las Vegas Raiders. He got a 3-year, $66 million contract extension with $42.5 million guaranteed. Colton Miller, I think if I'm saying his name right, left tackle. So he got a 3-year. So he's been in the league since 2018, 15 overall pick in the first round. So let's go look at him compared to what we just saw. Where are we at?
Honestly, I thought we were done with left tackles.
Yeah, well,
the Raiders got a 18 year. So he got 18 year.
That's not bad for them. Honestly, that's pretty solid. I honestly, in his career, he's only had 9 holding penalties. But he's 17 false starts.
I'm going off his money. Trash. Like 18 years.
Yeah, he's trash.
Trash. Like he took 10 million less than the top guy. No, you trash.
He's trash.
I'm not. No, trash.
Yeah, those false start penalties are horrible, and yeah, going up against Chris Jones and like the Chiefs, like good,
So now that we got the guys that got paid out of the way, and
that's a good sign, really. That helps us.
Yeah, that helps us. Good sign.
I mean, you're not wrong. Let's talk about the guys that have not been paid, and we're going to start with the one that I think we need to talk about, Scary Terry. Washington Commanders. We were just talking about how the Commanders are having trouble paying players. It's looking. He has requested a trade. That did break. He has requested a trade. He's got some top destinations that we'll get to a little bit later on. Well, we're going to get to them. His top destinations are the Colts, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Jets, 49ers. Those are his top destinations. But he wants nothing less than $33 million a year. That's DK Metcalf money, which is fair. We all can agree on that.
Yeah.
But the Commanders are stuck at 27. So what are our thoughts here? Like, do we get a deal done?
No.
Scary Terry, or is he out? Is he being moved?
I think they get a deal done, but they don't get a deal done at 27. They're going to have to give him 30-ish plus. Like, I mean, like DK's at basically $33 million. He's well worth the $33 million. Like, I don't know why we're sitting here fumbling around with our number one option.
Consider we have Jalen Daniels, who's literally, kicking players out of practice, taking leadership roles very seriously. I need my number one guy back on the field. He had 13 touchdowns last year.
Yeah.
It's just really unfortunate.
4 straight seasons over 1,000 yards.
So come on now, like what are we doing here?
Well, it's just really kind of unfortunate.
Commanders, pay the man.
Well, it's unfortunate because I think everybody's coming in with this very high hype train for the Commanders and Jalen Daniels, and then the
Coming off
Commanders
an NFC championship.
the Commanders want to come around here.
Well, get games, sorry, not championship.
I think what's going against Scary Terry is that he's always been one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. He's like never been a big name, but he's always been one of the most reliable wide receivers.
He's been very reliable.
And so and it's kind of hard because yes, he's Mr. Reliable, but true, would I want to pay him over 30? No.
I think he's well deserved over. I think he's well deserved at 33. I mean, Garrett Wilson's making 32 and a half. He's well deserved in that 30 to 33 range. And you say, well,
by today's market, of course, that's what he's going to be paid. But as a GM and as a team, I get why they're not wanting to pay him because yes, he's reliable.
You're paying Debo more than him.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
And you traded for Debo, and Debo had 2 down years.
Debo thicker than a Snicker. Even though the body says otherwise.
And you're right because they're not making good decisions there. And so you.
And
I would say trade him too and get value for him now. Why you can, because you're not building anything.
If I'm scared, you're not going to get the 33. You can't get the 30. I think the 30 is.
You think they should trade him?
Yes, rebuild
with the rookie quarterback on his rookie deal.
Yes.
Then Scary Terry had his best year of his career with a actual franchise guy. He's never had the same quarterback back-to-back seasons for a full season.
Goodness, making it.
No, absolutely not. They need to pay Scary Terry
for $30 million. That's crazy because he.
But he literally just Garrett Wilson. What has Garrett Wilson really proved in the league? And I love Garrett Wilson. I've been on the Garrett Wilson hype train. Garrett Wilson's making 32 and a half.
Is Scary Terry better? So who's better, AJ Brown or Scary Terry?
AJ Brown.
Or who's better, Amon-St. Brown or Scary Terry?
Amon-St. Brown.
Who's better, Tyreek Hill or Scary Terry?
Tyreek Hill. No, stop.
You can't count what Tyreek Hill does because
we're counting. That's like you can't count Michael Jordan when he has two.
He has 2 on his team now because imagine Tyreek Hill with Patrick Mahomes still. There ain't no way you'd be having this conversation that Tyreek Hill is not a better wide receiver with Patrick Mahomes.
But that's his choice. That's his choice.
I know that's his choice. But
his choice.
So Scary Terry he had 1 good year with a quarterback. Yes, he had 4 years of over 1,000 yards, but they don't really do much there in Washington. They're not. But because really, the way I look at it, it's signing Scary Terry. Yes.
Finally, it's me not getting yelled at. I like this. Look at you, about to get your ass.
Okay,
He's about to get your ass. Go for it.
So you have Scary Terry. Okay, you have a rookie quarterback, but like, what else do you have in Washington? Like, you're not making deep playoff runs. Yes, you need to build around this rookie
They
quarterback.
just came off an NFC Championship game.
I mean, 1 year. I mean, but like,
But we're talking like they got there though.
But yeah,
they got
Scary
there.
Terry's on,
All right.
He's going to be on the wrong side, and I see his.
Nope. I'm sorry. You're so wrong with the Tyreek Hill deal. You're so fucking wrong.
Okay, let's go. Tyreek Hill. What am I wrong on? So we're going back to Tyreek Hill.
We're going to go Tyreek Hill. Well, you can take. So we know Tyreek Hill with the Kansas City Chiefs, and you know what he's doing with the Dolphins. You said quarterback play. This is what you're going off of.
No, Tua, yes.
That's cool. But you had
Tua can't stay healthy.
No, Tua can't. Tua concussion protocol, and Tua is the reason why they're about to wear mushroom caps. But you said, well, you said if Tyreek Hill had Patrick Mahomes, you wouldn't have this conversation. Okay, that's cool. We're going to say, we'll inflate Tyreek Hill's a little bit numbers. Cool, that.
You don't even inflate them. Hit me with what they got.
So this is Scary Terry.
By it.
This is Scary Terry with 0 Pro Bowl quarterbacks, 0 franchise guys. All right? Scary Terry, 2019, 58 catches, 919 yards, 7 tutties. 2020, 87 catches, over 1,000 yards. 2021, 77 catches.
Why'd you stop saying tutties?
Well, because he had 4 tutties.
Oh, he left it out when he had a bad year of tutties.
It's the Commanders, there wasn't a whole lot of tutties. 2021, 5 tutties, over 1,000 yards, 77 catches. 77 catches, 2022, 12,000 yards, 1,200 yards, 5 tutties. 2023, 79 catches, over 1,000 yards.
Let's go Tyreek Hill yet.
4 touchdowns. 2024 has an elite quarterback, considered an elite quarterback as a rookie. 82 catches, over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns.
You really think he's going to carry that over, though?
I do. Absolutely. From 2020 through, he's at over
if he's doing that with Scrubs,
healthy.
if he's doing that with Scrubs, you get Jared who we are is getting put in on a pedestal.
I just don't see it.
But what I need to ask you, what makes you not see it? But he's already proven he can do it without an elite quarterback. Now I got an elite quarterback. Number 1,000 yards, touchdowns went up.
He is reliable.
So let's throw a timeout. You're like, whoa, with Patrick Mahomes, that's cool. Last year with Patrick Mahomes, 111 catches. God damn, dog, right?
Who are we talking about?
Tyreek and the Chiefs.
Oh, his last year with Patrick.
111 catches, 1,200 yards, 9 tutties. 2020, 87 catches, 1,200 yards, 15 tutties. That's sexy. 58 catches, 860 yards, 7 tutties. That's sexy. 87 catches, 1,400 yards, 12 tutties. That's sexy. Let's drop to the Dolphins. 119 catches, 1,700 yards. That's sexy. Only 7 touchdowns.
But did you?
So do we care about the touchdowns?
No, but did you notice what you said after every single thing that you said with Tyreek Hill?
Yeah,
that's sexy. Did you notice what you never said one time when talking about Scary Terry?
Well, I can't let that he can't get a
He's not.
2024.
That's my point right there.
2020.
Is that
Scary Terry now? Is he sexy?
I'm looking at it as a franchise. Scary Terry is good. He is the most, like I said, he's the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL. But he's not somebody you can build a franchise around. He's not somebody that is going to elevate. Yes, he's Mr. Reliable. He's going to get his. But to me, he's not somebody that's going to help elevate that team. He's just somebody that is your good.
Damn, I didn't know Jaden Daniels did it all by himself. No top end talent. He did not have a number 1 guy in Scary Terry to help get into the rookie of the year to throw to. He didn't have, 15 some touchdowns? 13 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards and 82 catches. Sorry, okay, so what did Tyreek Hill do against the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl? Oh, that's right, nothing. Okay, so what did Tyreek Hill do in the playoffs against Buffalo? Outside of getting fucking strapped.
What did Scary Terry ever do in the Super Bowl?
Oh, well, you mean he had
to he's never been. Oh, okay.
But
that's tomato potatoes. You have to have an actual team to get there. And that's the Commanders with a franchise that's been in shambles.
Again, we're talking about a Commanders team that's been in shambles. They were in an NFC Championship game. I think they need to pay Scary so they can trying to get back. They got there with a rookie quarterback. You ain't never really seen that ever. He got there. Outside like Patrick Mahomes, but granted he'd already been in the league, didn't really start, but got there. It's like you got to think, but that's the last time you really saw that. Because you look at Patrick Damir as basically a rookie. And he
So
exploded.
if that's the one time you ever saw that, what do you think are the odds of him being able to repeat that success and not have that?
When you look at the
sophomore slump?
NFC, I think for Jalen Daniels, again, got to see it again because he was a rookie going into sophomore year. It always seems to be that struggle. Very high. The NFC, it's not like there's multiple teams in the NFC that scare you.
No.
This isn't the AFC that you're witnessing.
And all that was going to Tyreek Hill, 81 catches, not even 1,000
But-
yards.
Let us know what you guys think.
Catches.
Scary Terry, what his
81.
number should be. The next guy that we need to talk about that needs to get paid, Micah Parsons. Obviously, just requested a trade out of Dallas. This shit over in Dallas is getting crazy with Jerry Jones. We've talked about it. Jerry Jones just is here for the drama.
He needs to give up
what's
GM
you had Micah Parsons trade destinations, didn't you?
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
I don't know, somewhere. He had the Chargers, the Seahawks, the Bears, the Colts, the Commanders, which again is a good landing spot, but they're apparently having a weird organization issue, and then the Panthers.
Some to the Panthers.
I was in the
I
Panthers.
could see him maybe going to the Chargers too. If since he ends up working out a deal, I could see the Chargers going after him too because the Chargers they're going to need some D-line help this year. Losing Jones.
But in all reality, because Jerry does this a lot, I think Micah's going to get paid. The question becomes how much is he resetting the market? Is he beating out? He's beating what was it? TJ
At 41, yeah,
41.2 or whatever. So he's going to get his money. It's just this is what Jerry does.
Is this the only way Jerry Jones keeps the Cowboys relevant in the media? Is by
the
not
drama?
paying his stars?
Is the drama pissing off your stars?
Hey, America's team. Soon Jerry Jones will come out with Venmo to help pay the Cowboys.
Shit, you're not wrong. But those are the guys that really need to get paid. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, pretty much all of them have requested trades. I don't really side of Trey. Trey hasn't really requested a trade. He's like, pay me. He's made it very clear he wants to stay in Cincinnati. He hasn't really said trade me. But we'll have to wait and see how that one really works out. We've already talked about the trade situation. But yeah. Moving on to the Cleveland Browns. Did you know that the Cleveland Browns are sponsored by Dude Wipes? Did you know that? We talked about that last week. Did you know that?
Yeah,
That is
they have
the
beautiful
funniest
brown-
thing I've ever heard. I had no clue.
Yeah.
Yep, they released their new alternative uniform, which is brown. When I mean brown, I mean like shit brown. And Dude Wipes is the
sponsor. But the quarterback controversy going on there.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So they have some quarterback controversy, and the owner made some very interesting comments about Shedeur Sanders, basically saying that he didn't want Shedeur. That wasn't his pick. That was the GM's pick. They had a conversation, and what do you make of that? Like the owner coming, you're saying that now. Like we're talking about that now.
I don't really think it's that big of a story. The media asked him. He said that I didn't have any say on going after Shedeur. That was the GM's call. The GM did his job and thought that was a good value pick there in the 5th round. The owner was asking, he's like, I didn't say let's go get him. I didn't say that we need him. The GM saw him sitting there and thought that was a good value.
Well, as the owner, why not? Why not Shedeur?
Well, when we see how well it works with the Cowboys with Jerry Jones being overly involved, and the owner is obviously in the draft room, but he
let the GM.
The owner gives his input. Well, I know Jerry Jones is also the GM, but the owner is there in the draft room, and for the 1st round pick, might give his input. Hey, I like this guy. What do y'all think?
Well, you also got to think too the media circus that's going to come with signing him too. So that probably played a role in that too, and having Coach Prime. You know, like I said, he's coached his kids everywhere they went.
But you have to admit though, Shedor's
what's the
been able to
timeline until
handle
Coach
this.
Prime's in the
But how
NFL?
he's handled this situation has been phenomenal. Perfectly handled this situation. But I guess the question
You like how he said, make sure you go to the bathroom before the podcast.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it happens, guys. You gotta have those breaks. I guess for me though, I get he was asked, but I feel like you didn't have to answer that comment.
Yeah, I feel like the professionalism that
I mean, this is Cleveland doing Cleveland shit.
Yeah, facts.
I have to say that. Now, it's being reported that they are going to trade one of their 4 quarterbacks. So we know they have Joe Flacco, probably not getting traded. That's a veteran. Yeah. They traded for Kenny Pickett, so I don't think he's moving. They drafted Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round, Shedeur in the 5th round. To me, just trade Shedeur at this point. And if I'm Pittsburgh, go get him for pennies
on the dollar.
and let him sit behind Aaron Rodgers.
Fact. That's
I don't see
a good take. I like that, dude. The whole.
Why not? The Steelers are going to need a quarterback. Literally, Aaron Rodgers is a 1-year rental. Let's keep it 100. We all know he's a 1-year rental.
1-year rental, 3 games.
And get Shador, sit him behind Aaron Rodgers with Mike Tomlin, that quarterback room. Like, that's how I look at it when it comes to the Cleveland Browns. I feel bad for Shador.
If the Steelers could make that happen, I think that would be a great. That would be a great.
You're going to trade one of them. I just don't see. You're not going to trade Joe Flacco. You traded for Kenny Pickett, so why are you going to turn around and trade him?
Yeah.
And you got the 2 rookies, and you got the owner talking about, I didn't really want Shador, the GM. That was the GM's call. That seems like friction to me. That's friction. Granted, like Brandon said, we always bitch about Jerry being involved, too much involved.
I mean, because they're going to have to do something. You can't go into the season before quarterback, so we're definitely going to have to get rid of it.
You cannot. So we'll have to see what happens. Brandon's coming right back. So what do you think they should do? Like, who are they going to trade?
I'm back.
What do you think? So obviously, got 4 quarterbacks on the roster. Got to trade one.
I'm back. Honestly, I think
I say trade Shador to the Steelers, sit him behind Rodgers.
I think
put him on the dollar.
Honestly,
the Steelers got their quarterback of the future.
I don't want the Steelers messed up not taking their franchise guy, so I don't necessarily want to bail out the Steelers with Shador, but I think that'd be a great landing spot for him. I think Aaron Rodgers is in a better mindset where he might actually be able to, because he tried to.
Is Aaron Rodgers ever in a good mindset?
Well, he seems like he's done with the dark retreat, and he wanted to try to mentor Zach Wilson.
He tried.
I mean, he did.
He did.
I mean, better than he tried to mentor Jordan Love, but
I
feel like
nothing to do with Jordan Love.
No, he was quite upset with that pick. But I do think it will be Shador that is the unfortunate
scapegoat.
I don't think there's no scapegoat to be had because I think he's going to outperform Gabriel.
When you look at the numbers, he's outperformed everybody.
I mean, you guys also brought up Kenny Pickett, but Kenny Pickett also is hurt, so it brought up more reps.
Yep.
But you don't. When you see the numbers that they kind of put, I mean, it's camp. I don't really care about camp numbers. We'll see how they perform in the actual preseason with live bullets, with live guys running at them. But, and I was not going to move off Joe Flacco. That's going to be the day starter.
Yeah.
But I think people are going to see Shador blossom and, flash, talent. And they'll be like, the Browns, they did the bull at the beginning.
Yeah, keeping him on the roster, it's going to create a quarterback controversy because the fans are going to want
I think Cleveland wants Shador.
But you might have a quarterback controversy if you don't have that guy. Like Joe Flacco's not
That's
that
the thing.
guy.
You ain't got nobody.
Kenny Pickett's
the
not
3
that
quarterbacks
guy.
in front of them ain't nobody special. So there's going to be
is that really a quarterback competition or really a quarterback controversy?
Not really.
100% because you can see the ownership not wanting him, not wanting to start him, not wanting to give him the keys to the team.
But you can't keep blaming his dad when his dad's not even showing up. He literally told us, "Stay away. I don't need you here."
And that was 100% the correct call to make because that's probably why a lot of teams turned away too. Is because you know that Coach Prime going to be around.
Yeah,
eventually.
But that's the quarterback controversy with the Browns. It's the Browns doing Brown things. We all talked about Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was on ESPN, First Take. Loved it. Made the show more entertaining to watch. Not a big fan of Stephen A. Smith. I think we can all go down the line here and agree with that. His case with that woman was dismissed with prejudice. They did settle that court case out, but it was dismissed. And then ESPN decided to fire Shannon Sharp. Didn't see it. We were talking about when we see it back on TV, but ESPN decided to fire him. Instead, guess the question is, what's next for Shannon Sharp? Well, that was answered. He's being sued again for $20 million for, I guess, false report.
What's crazy, too, is Shannon Sharp was just in talks to he was in that Joe Rogan talk. He almost got a podcast worth $100 million right before all this happened.
But his podcast that he's got going on with Ultra Single is still booming. I guess the question is, do we see him back on TV anytime?
No, he's not going to
be on TV no more. But yeah, he's good with his podcast. Club Shay Shay and the one with Ocho.
Yeah, I think the thing that you really skipped over is that Shannon Sharp's brother was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And he asked ESPN
not to release it.
Don't release this yet.
Yeah.
Can wait till next week to release it. I know you told me I'm gone. We can only wait so my brother can have his time. And ESPN's like, I can't fuck.
Yeah, he did make that. He did come out on his podcast saying he was very
upset that he tried to let his brother have his moment.
But how does it make you feel about ESPN?
I mean,
I hate
in today's culture, like, of course they were going to release it because it's all about who can release what first, right? So, like,
it's all about the clickbait.
Yeah, if ESPN didn't release it, that story was going to break somewhere else.
But if he wasn't going to break it, if you just told me, hey, I'm fired, cool. He wasn't going to ruin that this day for his brother.
Yeah.
So, like, who was really going to break that news? No one was going to say it.
It took away the moment from Stern Trump. It did.
Yeah,
it took away his moment.
To a degree,
But
probably.
let's get to the nitty and gritty here and wrap this up. What are our top 5 tight ends in the National Football League? Who's going first here? Do we let our star guest go?
Please.
Give us our top 5 tight ends in the National Football League. And if I hear a name, Brandon's gonna fucking flip shit.
Number 1
Oh shit.
of my top tight end leagues in the NFL goes to number 1. I hate to say it. Hate to see it. Brock Bowers of Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
You hate to see it, boy.
Because I'm a Chiefs fan. I wish it was Travis Kelce. But it's not. But he is in my top 5.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2. I like to see Deb come around. I know he had a little bit of sophomore slump last year, but I think he's going to bounce back. Have a great third year. I'm going with Sam Laporta out of Detroit.
Okay. 3.
Number 3. I like Trey McBride out of Arizona. I think he's going to have a good season. I think he's definitely earned the spot in the top 5.
He got paid.
He got paid.
He got paid.
He got paid.
I mean, just a little bit on Trey McBride. Last year, he had 111 catches, over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's really kind of starting to kind of get into that echelon with Kyler Murray.
Yes, he is.
Number 4.
Number 4. It's a guy I know he's a little bit gray. So my last 2 are a little bit gray in the tooth guys. They're I want to say Mark Andrews as number 5, and then of course Travis Kelce as number 4. Who did I leave out? Honorable mention. Not even who you think it's going to be. I want to put a dark horse, number 6. We're going to say David Njoku. Just because I hate George Kittle. He's in the
Okay.
Just said David Njoku.
Didn't see that one coming.
only because I know it's going to make my man mad because I didn't say George Kittle.
I was ready for the George Kittle.
I really was. So that's where you're going.
I had to change it up at the last moment. It almost said George Kittle. I had to change it up last moment.
So what
And
makes
I just saw the first name I saw on the list.
So do you have anything for David Njoku outside of the fact you just?
Nah, he was the first name I saw when I looked down.
David Njoku.
That's not a. I mean,
It's not a bad
it's not an
He's
unpopular
definitely
pick.
coming up. He's definitely.
Stay away from the fireworks.
Yes.
Don't burn your face off. Don't burn your face off. Who you got, Brandon? Who's your top 5?
So my top, I was looking at everything he was saying. So I will unfortunately go 5 to 1.
All right.
I don't have any honorable mentions in mind.
He don't do honorable mentions.
I do. I started the whole stupid thing. And I'm gonna have to veto yours, I'm pretty sure. But my number 5 is George Kittle. He's kind of the old all-around tight end. He can block great, and he has good hands and run after the catch. Now, granted, as some people like to point out, maybe not necessarily show up in the biggest games, but he likes to talk and say, "Hey, what's up, George?"
Yeah.
Which I appreciate from
George Kittle is a great football player on a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock in a game nobody's watching. He's great.
4, I got my 24-year-old Sam Laporta.
Number 4, I like that. At least make top 5. I'll give you that.
Travis Kelce's at 3. We got that rejuvenation. You got that Taylor Swift, Juju. You got that 20
pounds down.
Hey,
Coming off Happy Gilmore too.
Absolutely.
I'm believing Andy Reid saying he looks like he's 20-something with that little burst back. I think he's scorched earth type tight end and get over that 1,000 yards this year.
I see it in the
And
retirement.
then at number 2, I got Trey McBride at number 2. As I said, I think he's kind of up and coming. Past 2 years, he's been looking pretty solid. And then I think it's just kind of quite obvious. It's kind of hard. I think it's funny. We have a rookie going in their second year at tight end, but the dude was just scorched earth with the Raiders with a no quarterback.
Gardner Minshew was his quarterback doing that. Gardner Minshew was his quarterback doing that when he was doing that shit.
He had a bunch of good quarterbacks last year. And I mean, Brock Bowers, 112 catches, about 1,200 yards, 5 tutties. He averaged 10 yards a catch.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
And
the
one catch,
fantasy. But
one catch. One catch, first down.
I'm gonna start mine with my honorable mention.
Okay, move your arm.
T.J. Hawkinson.
Ooh,
He was hurt. Gonna come back.
Who the fuck you got at 5 if you have T.J. Hawkinson as your honorable mention?
So I'm gonna get there. Number 5, I had Dallas Goddard.
No, Vito. No. How the fuck you have Dallas Goddard at 5 over T.J. Hawkinson?
T.J. Hawkinson towards ACL.
Yeah, can't stay healthy, and he's coming back off a major injury.
T.J.
Yeah.
Again, honorable mention. I think he's gonna.
But you have Dallas Goddard at 5?
Yeah, Dallas Goddard at 5. At number 4, I have George Kittle. Number 3, Travis Kelce. Number 2, Sam Laporta, and number 1, Brock Bowers.
Dallas, bro, you just like to throw in like stray dogs. Like honestly, you're probably that dude that drives down the street and see a stray dog or a stray cat, and you're like, come
you go look at top tight ends. Dallas Goddard was top 3. He was top 3.
Oh man, Dallas Goddard, no. You're taking Dallas Goddard over a Mark Andrews, even a David Njoku, a Sam Laporta.
Mark Andrews can't.
Or even a Trey McBride that just topped over 1,000 yards.
Wait, what has Trey McBride done?
Last year he had over 1,000 yards. This is his 3rd year in the league.
How many touchdowns he got?
I think he only had like 3.
Like 3 touchdowns in his whole damn.
I'm sorry, tight end to me doesn't have to score touchdowns. They're move the chain. They're the middle of the field guy to keep the chains moving. I mean, you said that about Travis Kelce. He doesn't always have the highest touchdown rating, but he moves the chains. I mean, Brock Bowers literally had 10 yards a catch at tight end. A catch, 10 yards. And you have Dallas Goddard. That's tough. He's
number 5. It's not like he's top 3.
That's not your honorable mention. No.
I wanted to put TJ number 5, but TJ's coming back being hurt.
But he at least has production.
Dallas Goddard's got production.
Not like that.
And
T.J. Hawkinson's younger than Dallas Goddard.
Dallas Goddard, man, you can't knock out Dallas Goddard.
I'm knocking Dallas Goddard. The same way I knocked your running back, David Montgomery.
Hey, David Montgomery's going to be...
David Montgomery's...
No, you don't get to try to be...
Wait, what did you say about David?
He is David Montgomery in his top 5 running backs in the NFL.
I did.
But he threw around Jahmyr Gibbs, too. You can't have both.
So,
no. Again, I appreciate you trying to be clickbait over there with your tight end list, but no, Dallas Goddard is not a top 5 tight end.
Do I think Dallas Goddard's going to be a top 5 after this? After the season? Probably
that's
not.
your hot take.
What do you
mean?
What do you mean? At the end of the season, Dallas Goddard is not a top 5 tight end.
Again, we got Brock Bowers in there, but Brock Bowers proved it with an unleashed quarterback in Gardner Minshew. He proved it as a rookie. Trey McBride, what has he accomplished in the league?
Yeah,
he's always had Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's been there. So he's focal point. So
he's proven that he's a great Call of Duty player with Kyler Murray on weekends.
And that's very true. But last year he had over 1,000. So last season over 1,000 yards. The year before that over 800 yards. That's 2 years of solid, great back-to-back production. That's all he has. And going into year 3, but we all have Brock Bowers at 1 as a rookie.
Again, but
and you're taking Dallas Goddard, who
Kyler Murray was a number 1 overall pick. That guy, that dude.
What does the number 1 overall pick at quarterback have to do?
That's that dude. He's supposed to be that dude.
He's not like that dude's dude, but you just said
Evan Ingram's a tight end, and Trevor Lawrence made him look fucking fabulous.
Did my man just not say his number 5 tight end won't be a top 5 end?
He probably won't be a top 5 tight end at the end of this season, but going into the season, he's top 5. T.J. Hawkinson's coming. Want to see what Trey McBride can do.
He's a top 5 right now. So I get what he's saying. He's saying he's a top 5 going into the season.
T.J. Hawkinson would have been top 5, but he was hurt.
It is kind of, okay, I see what you're saying, because it is kind of weird saying he's a top 5, but at the end of the season, he's probably going to be top 10.
He probably won't be.
He won't even be top 10? You said Dallas Goddard going to be top 10?
He's not going to be top 5. He's still going to be in the top 10.
What? What do you mean, your honorable mention? You want to flop? You want to flip-flop your 6 and 5?
There's a Trey McBride is coming up. We're going to see. We're going to see.
Can we just talk about George Kittle's Madden rating real quick and how ridiculous that is?
You don't like that he's a 98?
Hell no.
You don't like...
What's Travis's Madden rating?
I think after last year, probably like 94.
It should fall a little bit.
He joined the 100 Madden rating the year before, didn't he? For the first time?
No,
Travis, no one was 100.
No, he was a 99.
Or
2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago.
Whatever you get the gold cleats for.
99. So, but That is our episode today. Our special guest, Baker, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you hit that subscribe and follow. We'll see you guys next week.